power. Tristano with the Morus Merisma. Yeah. Age after age after age is a slave to a mighty rhythm. At last the world frame tires in its body, sleep in its eyes, slack in its structure, diffuses its energy. From the heart of all matter comes an anguished cry. Wake, wake, great Shiva, our body grows weary of its law fixed path. Give us new form, sink our destruction, then we gain new life. The fire, the great God awakes with 3 eyes open. He surveys all horizon. He lifts his bow. He fell Pinaka. He pounds the world with his tread far and forth. From first things to last, it trembles and shakes and shudders. The bonds of nature are ripped. The sky is rocked by the roar of the wave of ecstatic release in the inferno source, the barrier of the universe. Shattered sun and the moon, smile stars and planets rain down from all angles. Blackness of all particles to be swallowed by flame, absorbed in an instant. At the start of creation there was a dark without origin. In the breaking of creation there is a fire without end. In all pervading sky, engulfing sea of burning. Shiva shuts his 3 eyes. He begins his great trance. Wow. Benediction. Bless this little heart, this white soul that has won the kiss of the heaven for our earth. He loves the light of the sun. He loves the sight of his mother's face. He has not learned to despise the dust and to hanker after gold. Clasp him to your heart and bless him. He has come in this island, this land of 100 crossroads. I know not how he chose you from the crowd, came to your door and grasped your hand to ask his way. He will follow you, laughing and the talking, and not a doubt in his heart. Keeping his trust, lead him straight and bless him. Lay your hands on his head and pray that though the waves underneath grow threatening, yet the breath from above may come and fill his sails and waft him to the heaven of peace. Forget him not in your hurry. Let him come into your heart and bless him. Beggarly heart. When the heart is hard and pursed up, come upon me with a shower of mercy. When grace is lost from life, come with a burst of song. When tumultuous world raises its din on all sides, shutting me out from beyond, come to me, my Lord of silence, with thy peace and rest. When my beggarly heart sits crouched, shut up in a corner, and break open thy door, my King, and come with the ceremony of king. When desire blinds the mind with delusion and death, O the Holy One, though wakeful, come with thy light and thy thunder. Baby's world. I wish I could take a quiet corner in the heart of the baby's very own world. I know it is stars that talk to him and a sky that stoop down to his face to amuse him with the silly clouds and rainbows. Those who make believe to be dumb and look as if they never could move, come creeping to his window with their stories and with trays crowded with bright toys. I wish I could travel by the road that crosses the baby's minds and out beyond all bounds. We are messengers run errands for no cause between the kingdoms of kings of no history. We are reason makes skies for of her laws and plies them. The truth sets fact free from its fetters. Baby's fame. If babies only wanted to fly, he could fly up to heaven this moment. It is not for nothing that he does not leave us. He loves rest his head on the mother's bosom and cannot ever bear to lose sight of her. Baby knows all manner of wise words, though few on earth can understand their meaning. It is not for nothing that he never wants to speak. The one thing he wants is to learn the mother's words from mother's lips. That is why he looks so innocent. Baby had a heap of gold and pearls, yet he came like a baker on this earth. It is not for nothing he came in such a disguise. This dear little naked mendicant pretends to be utterly helpless so that he may beg for the mother's wealth of love. Baby was so free from every tie in the land of the tiny crescent moon. It was not for nothing he gave up his freedom. He knows that there is a room for endless joy in mother's little corner of her heart, and it is sweeter for her than the liberty to be caught and pressed in her dear arms. Baby never knew how to cry. He dwelt in the land of perfect bliss. It is not for nothing he has chosen to shed tears through, though with a smile of his dear face he draws mother's yearning heart to him. Yet his little cries over tiny troubles weave the double bond of pity and love, authorship. You say that father writes a lot of books, but what he writes I don't understand. He was reading to you all the evening, but could you really make out what he meant? What nice stories, mother, you can tell us. Why can't father write like that, I wonder? Did he never hear of his own mother's stories of giants and fairies and princesses? Has he forgotten them all? Often when he gets up late for his bath, you have to and call him 100 times. You wait and keep his dishes warm for him. But he goes on writing and forgets. Father always plays at making books. If ever I go to play in father's room, you come and call me. What a naughty child. If I make a slightest noise, you say, don't you see that father is at his work? What's fun of always writing and writing? When I take a father's pen and pencil and write about this book just as he does A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, why do you get cross with me then, mother? You never say a word when father writes. When my father wears his such heaps of paper, mother, you don't seem to mind at all. But if I make only one sheet and take a boat out of that, you say, child, how troublesome you are. What do you think of father's spoiling sheets and sheets of paper with black marks all over both sides? At the last what? Pity in place of love, the pitiest of gifts, is but a sugar coating over neglect, and any passerby can make a gift of it to a street baker, only to forget the moment the first corner had turned. I had not hoped for anything more than that day. You left during the last watch of night. I had hoped you would say goodbye. You say adieu before going away. What you had said another day, what I shall never hear again, in dear place, just that one poem, bound by the thin fabric of the little compassion. Would even that have been too much for you to bear? When I first awoke from sleep, my heart fluttered with fear, lest the time had been over. I rushed out of bed. The distant church clock chimed 12:30. I sat waiting near the door of my room, resting my head against it, facing the porch through which you could come out. Even the tiniest of chances was snatched away by fate from hapless me. I fell asleep shortly before you left. Perhaps you cast a sidelong glance at my reclining body, like a broken pot from high and dry. Perhaps you walked away with care, lest you wake me up. Awaking with a start, I knew at once that my vigil has been wasted. I realized what was to go went away in a moment. What was to stay behind stayed on for a time. Silence everywhere like that of a bird nest, bereft of birds on a bough of the songless tree. With the lifeless light of the waning moon was now blended in the pallor of dawn, spreading itself over the grayness of the empty life. I walked over your bedroom. For no reason outside the door burned a smoky lantern covered with soot. The porch smelled of the smoldering wick. Over the abandoned bed of flaps of the rolled up mosquito net fluttered a little on the breeze. Seen in the sky outside through the window was the morning star, witness of all sleepless people bereft of hope. Suddenly I found you had left behind by mistake your gold-mounted ivory walking stick. If there were time, I thought, you might come back from the station to look for it, but not because you had not seen me before going away. A moment's indulgence. I asked for a moment's indulgence to sit beside thy side. The works that I have in hand I'll finish afterwards. Away from the sight of thy face of heart knows no rest nor respite, and my work becomes an endless toil in the shoreless sea of toil. Today the summer has come. At my window with the sighs and murmurs and the bees applying their ministry at the court of the flowering grove, now it is time to sit quite face to face with thee and to sing dedication of life in the silent and overflowing leisure abode of the beloveds. Poems of Kabir. O champion, that abode is unmatched where my complete beloved is. In that place there is no happiness or unhappiness, no truth or untruth. Neither sin nor virtue, there is no day nor night. No moon, no sun, there is radiance without light. There is no knowledge or meditation or repetition of mantra or austerities, neither speech coming from Vedas or books, doing, not doing, holding, leaving. All these are lost too in this place. No home, no place, homeless, neither outside nor inside, macro or macrosym are not existent. four elemental constituents and the Trinity are both not there, witnessing, unstuck. Sharp sound is also not there. No root of love, neither branch of seed. Without the tree, fruits are adorning. Primordial om sound, breath synchronized, so hum this and that, or all absent, the breath too unknown. Where the beloved is there, utterly nothing. Says Kabir, I have come to realize whoever sees my indicative sign will accomplish the goal of liberation. Are you looking for me? Are you looking for me? I'm in the next scene. My shoulders is against yours. You will not find me in the stupors, nor in Indian shrine rooms or synagogues or cathedrals, nor in masses, nor cretans, nor in legs winding around your own neck, nor in eating nothing but vegetables. When you really look at me, you will see me instantly. You'll find me in the tiniest house of time. Kabir says, students, tell me, what is God? He's the breath inside the breath. Between the poles of consciousness. Between the poles of the conscious and unconscious, there has the mind made a swing. Thereon hang all beings and all worlds, and that swing never ceases its sway. Millions of beings are there, and suns and the moon and their courses are there. Millions of ages pass, and the swing goes on. And all swing, the sky and the earth and the air and the water and the Lord himself taking form. The sight of this has made Kabir a servant. Brother, I've seen some astonishing sights. A lion keeping posture was pasturing cows. A mother delivered after her son was a guru prostrated before his disciple. Fish spawning on treetops, a cat carrying away a dog, a gunning sack, driving a bullock cart, a buffalo going out of the grave, sitting on a horse. A tree with its branches in the earth, its roots in the sky, a tree with flowering roots. This verse is Kabir's your key to the universe if you can figure it out. Chewing slowly only after I have eaten my grandmother, mother, son-in-law, two brother-in-law, and father-in-law, his big family included in that order, and had for dessert the town inhabitants. But I find, says Kabir, the beloved, that I have become one with. Do not go to the garden of flowers. Do not go to the garden of flowers. Do not go to the garden of flowers. So friend, go not there. In your body is the garden of flowers. Take your seat on the 1,000 petals of lotus and dear gaze on the infinite beauty. Friend, hope for the guest while you are alive. Friend, hope for the guest while you are alive. Jump into the experience while you are alive. Think and think while you are alive. What you call salvation belongs to the time before death. If you don't break your ropes while you are alive, do you think ghosts will do it after? The idea that the soul will join with the ecstatic just because the body is exhausted, that is all fantasy. What is found now is found then. If you find nothing now, it will simply end up with an apartment in the city of death. If you make love with the divine now, in the next life you will have the face of the satisfied desire. So plunge into the truth, find out who the teacher is, believe in the great sound. Kabir says this: when the guest is being searched for, it is the intensity of the longing for the guest that does all the work. Look at me, and you will see you a slave of that intensity. Friend, wake up. Why do you go on sleeping? Friend, wake up. Why do you go on sleeping? The night is over. Do you not see? Do you not want to lose the day the same way? Other women who managed to get up early have already found an elephant or a jewel. So much was lost already while you slept, and that was so unnecessary. The one who loves you understood, but you did not forget. You forgot to make a place in your bed next to you. Instead, you spent your life playing in your 20s. You did not grow because you did not know who your Lord was. Wake up, wake up. There's no time in your bed. He left you during the long night. Kabir says the only woman awake is the woman who has heard the flute. Hang on the swing of love today. Hang the body and the mind between the arms of the beloved in the ecstasy of love's joy. Bring the tearful streams of the raining clouds to your eyes and cover your heart with the shadow of darkness. Bring your face nearer to his ear and speak of the deepest longings to your heart. Kabir says, listen to my brother. Bring the vision of the beloved in your heart. Having crossed the river, where will you go, mother? Oh friend, there is no road to tread, no traveler ahead, neither a beginning nor an end. There is no water, no boatman, no God, no earth is there, no sky, no time, no back, no forth. You have forgotten the self within. Your search in the void will be in vain. In the moment the light will ebb. In this body you won't remain. Be ever conscious of this, oh friend. You have to immerse within the self. Kabir says salvation, you won't need then need for what you are, you would be indeed. He's that rascally kind of yogi. He's that rascally kind of yogi who has no sky or earth, no hand, foot, form or shape. Where there's no market, he says no shop weighing things and keeps his account, no deeds, no creeds, no yogic powers, not even a horn or god. So how can he go begging? I know you and you know me and I'm inside of you. When there isn't a trace of creation or destruction, what do you meditate on? That yogi built a house brimful of Ram. He has no healing herbs. His root of life is Ram. He looks and looks at the juggler's tricks, the magician's sleight of hand, Kabir says, since he's made it the king's land. He's made it to the king's land. Hey brother, why do you want me to talk? Hey brother, why do you want me to talk? Talk and talk of and the real things get lost. Talk and talk and the things get out of hand. Why not stop talking and think? If you meet someone good, listen a little squeak. If you meet someone bad, clench you up like a fist. Talking with a wise man is a great reward. Talking with a fool a waste. Kabir says the pot makes noise if it's half full, but fill it to the brim, no sound. Wow. Hiding in his cage. Hiding in this cage of visible matter is the invisible lifebird. Pay attention to her. She's singing your song. His death in Banaras. His death in Banaras won't save the assassin from certain hell, any more than a dip in the Ganges will send frogs or you or to paradise. My home, says Kabir, is where there is no today, no tonight, and no holy book inside. The squat on our lives. Hope for him. Oh friend, hope for him whilst you live. Know whilst you live, understand whilst you live, for in life deliverance abides. If your bonds be not broken whilst living, what hope of deliverance in death? It is but an empty dream that the soul shall have union with him because it has passed from the body. If he is found now, he is found then. If not, we do but go to dwell in the city of death. If you have union now, you shall have it hereafter. Abide in the truth. Know the true Guru, have faith in the true name. Kabir says, it is the spirit of the quest which helps. I am the slave of the spirit of the quest. How do you ask the chief of the police patrollers today whether the butcher shops are guarded by vultures, beer bulls get pregnant, cows are barren, the calves give milk 3 times a day, where mice are boatmen, the tomcats boats they row, where frogs keep snakes and watchdogs and jackals go after lions. Does anyone know what I'm talking about, says Kabir? How humble is God? God is the tree in the forest that allows itself to die and will not defend itself in the front of those with an axe, not wanting to cause them shame. And God is the earth that will allow itself to be deformed by man's tools, but he cries, yes. God cries, but only in front of his closest ones. And a beautiful animal is being beaten to death, but nothing can make God break his silence to the masses and say, stop, please stop, why are you doing this to me? How humble is God? Kabir wept. When I knew, I burst into laughter whenever I hear that the fish is thirsty in water. Without the knowledge of self, people just wandered to Mathura and to Kashi like the musk deer, unaware of the scent of in his navel, goes on running forest to forest. And water is a lotus plant, and the plant bears flowers, and the flowers are the bees buzzing. Likewise, all yogis and merchants and all those who have renounced comforts are on here and hereafter and netherworlds in contemplating. Friends, the supreme indestructible being on whom thousands of sages meditate, and even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh really resides within oneself. Though he is near, he appears far away, and that is what makes one disturb. Says Kabir, listen, O wise one, by Guru alone is the confusion curbed. I have attained the eternal bliss. I have attained the eternal bliss. There is no time for sorrow and pain, for now I enjoy the singing his glory. The tree of his pleasure has neither root nor seed. He, as revealed by the grace of the true Guru, now there is effulgence of million suns. Now my swan has dipped in the lake of this knowledge. Says Kabir, listen, O wise brother, now comings and goings have come to an end. I have been thinking of the difference between water. I've been thinking, and the waves on it rising, what is still water, falling back at this water. You will give me a hint how to tell them apart, because someone has made up the word wave. Do I have to distinguish it from water? There is a secret on one side, as the planet in all galaxies pass through his hand like beads. This is the string of beads one should look at with luminous eyes. I laugh when I hear that the fish in the water is thirsty. I laugh when I hear the fish in the water is thirsty. You don't grasp the fact that what is most alive of all is inside of our own house. And so you walk from one holy city to the next with a confused look. Kabir will tell you the truth. Go wherever you like, to Calcutta, to Tibet. If you can't find where your soul is hidden, for you the world will never be real. I played day and night. I play day and night with my comrades, and now I'm greatly a friend. So high is my Lord's place, my heart trembles to mount its stairs, lest I must not be shy. If I would enjoy his love, my heart must cleave to my lover. I must withdraw my veils and meet him with all my body, my eyes. Must perform the ceremony of the lamps of love. Kabir says, listen to me, friend. He understands who loves. If you feel not love, longing of your beloved's one, it is vain to adorn your body, vain to put unguent on your eyelids. I said to the wanting creature inside me, what is the river you want to cross? There is no travelers on the river road and no road. You see anyone moving about on this bank or nesting? There is no river at all, and no boatman. There is no tow rope either, and no one to pull it. There is no ground, no sky, no time, no bank, no food, and there is no body and no mind. Do you believe there is some place that will make the soul less thirsty? In that great absence you will find nothing. Be strong then, and into your own body. There you have a solid place for your feet. Think about it carefully. Don't go off somewhere else. Kabir says this: just throw away all thoughts of imaginary things and stand firm in which you are. I talk to my inner lover and I say, why such rush? We sense there is some sort of spirit that loves birds and animals and the ants. Perhaps the same one who gave a radiance to you in your mother's womb. Is it radical, logical? You would be walking around entirely often now. The truth is, you turn away yourself and decided to go into the dark alone. Now you are tangled up in others and have forgotten what you once knew. And that's why everything you do has some weird failure in it. I won't come, I won't go, I won't live, I won't die. I'll keep uttering the name and lose myself in it. I'll bowl, I'm bowl, I'm a platter, I'm man, I'm a woman, I'm grapefruit and I'm sweet lime, I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, I'm fish, I'm net, I'm fisherman, and I'm time. It's nothing, says Kabir. I'm not among the living or the dead. Illusion and reality. What is seen is not the truth. What is cannot be said. Trust comes not without saying, not understanding without words. The wise comprehends with knowledge to the ignorant, and it is but a wonder. Some worship the formless God, some worship his various forms. In what way he is beyond these attributes, only the knower knows. That music cannot be written. How can then be the note? Says Kabir. Awareness alone will overcome illusion. It is needless to ask of a saint. The caste to which he belongs, for the priest, the warrior, the tradesman, and all the 36 castes alike are seeking for God. It is but folly to ask what a caste of a saint may be. The barber has sought God in the washerman and the carpenter. Even Raidas was a seeker after God. The rishi Swampacha was a tanner by caste. Hindus and Muslims alike have achieved their end. What remains? No mark of distinction. I have burned my own house down. The torch is in my hand. Now I'll burn down the house of anyone who wants to follow me. Knowing nothing shuts the iron gates. The new love opens them. The sound of the gates opening wakes The beautiful woman asleep. Kabir says, fantastic, don't let a chance like this go by. Lamps burn in every house. Lamps burn in every house, O blind one, you cannot see them. One day your eyes shall suddenly be open, and you shall see the fetters of death will fall from you. There is nothing to say or to hear. There is nothing to do. This is he who is living, yet who shall never die again, because he lives in solitude. Therefore the yogi says that his home is far away, your Lord is near, yet you are climbing the palm tree to seek him. The Brahmin priest goes from house to house and initiates people in faith. Alas, the true fountain of life is besides you, and you have set up a stone to worship. Kabir says, I may never express how sweet my Lord is. Yoga and telling of these, virtue and vice, these are not to him. Lift the veil. Lift the veil that obscures the heart, and there you'll find what you are looking for. Looking at the grinding stones, Kabir laments, in the duel of wheels, nothing stays intact. Searching for the wicked man, not a single one. When searched myself, I found the wicked one. Tomorrow's work do today, today's work anon. If the moment is lost, when will the work be done? Speak such words, sans ego's ploy. Body remains composed, giving the listener joy. Slowly, slowly, O mind, everything in one own space happens. Gardener may water 100 buckets. Fruit arrives only in a season. Give so much, O God, suffice and envelop my clan. To envelop my clan, I should not suffer cravings, nor the visitor goes unfed. In vain is the eminence, just like a date tree, no shade for travelers, fruit is hard to reach. Like seed contains the oil fire in flint stone, my heart sees the divine, realize it if you can. Kabira in the marketplace wishes welfare of all, neither friendship nor intimacy with anyone at all. Reading books, everyone died, none became any wise. One who reads the words of love only becomes wise. In anguish everyone prays to him, and joys does none. If one who prays in happiness, how sorrow can come? Many hoped, but no one found Hari's heart. Where do the senses rest? Where do the Ram chanters go? Where do the bright ones go? Corpses all gone to the same place, drunk to the juice of Ram's bliss. Kabir says, I have said, I'm tired. I am tired of saying beautiful. Maybe we can take a little rest. No. My body and my mind are in depression because you are not with me. How much I love you and want you in my house. When I hear people describe me as your bride, I look sideways ashamed, because I know that far inside us we have never met. Then what is this love of mine? I don't really care about food. I don't really care about sleep. I'm restless indoors and outdoors. The bride wants her lover as much as the thirsty man wants water. And how will I find someone who will take a message to the guest from me? How restless Kabir is all the time. How much he wants to see the guest. My body is flooded. My body is flooded with the flame of love. My soul lives in a furnace of bliss. Love's fragrance fills my mouth and fans through all things. With each out-breath, my swan, let us fly. My swan, let us fly to that land where your beloved lives forever. That land has an up-ended well, whose mouth narrow as a thread. The married soul draws water from without a rope or a pitcher. My swan, let us fly to that land where your beloved lives forever. Cloud never clustered there, yet it goes on and on raining. Don't keep squatting outside in the yard. Come in, get drenched without a body. My swan, let us fly to that land where your beloved lives forever. That land is always soaked in moonlight. Darkness can never come near it. It is flooded always with the dazzle, and not one but a million suns. My swan, let us fly to that land where your beloved lives forever. O friend. O friend, hope for him whilst you live. O friend, hope for him whilst you live. Know whilst you live, understand whilst you live, what in life deliverance abides. If your books be not broken whilst living, what hope of deliverance in death? It is but an empty dream that the soul shall have union with him, because it is passed from the body. It is found now. He is found then. If not, we do not. we go to dwell in the city of death. If you have union now, you shall have it hereafter. But the truth, know the true Guru, have faith in the true name. Kabir says it is the spirit of the quest which helps. I am the slave of this spirit of the quest. Okay, now we'll do the Waheguru Jaap, 108 time for Narendra Modi. Okay. And one day, hopefully, he will also hear us and join in the Waheguru Jaap himself. So we'll teach him how. 36, okay? 36, 18. Okay? One, and of course he will know it. He's smart. So are we with him on besides us. Waheguru Now we are all energy. Now we can laugh and laugh. You can keep on laughing. God and yes, who's gonna listen to you all the time? He gets so very mad at me, and I'm so scared he can come home any minute, any moment. I'm so glad we finished the session. Oh God, and I just want to say maybe Narendra Modi will listen to me. But of course I did not dare to. And can you imagine if Narendra Modi does listen to me one day, I'll say, my dear, can you believe it? Believe it or not, believe me. It's so funny, But dreams do come true. It's this, I want to become not me as such, the God within, to reach out to the God within and let him listen to all these great poets, classics, of Hinduism. Lord, they are so beautiful. If, it's like you're reaching out to the God within through the poetry, and it's like touching the soul power. Is amazingly beautiful. Maybe we can teach the children also like this, how to reach out to the God within. And through the Waheguru Jaap is the God within, the dance within. Waheguru Jaap is so beautiful God. It's nowadays I talk with eyes open because I'm not seeing outside, I'm looking within. It's this big, that is the way to be. La 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 la. I'm so glad I'm fine neck up, even though since beginning of December till now I'm hurting so bad in my body. Nothing is helping. No acupuncture, no gym, no workout, no nothing. God, how nice if we could we could slim down with Waheguru Jaap. My God, I'll be the slimmest in shape and beautiful. So, maybe. We'll do Waheguru Jaap once again, okay? Waheguru say Kabir why na karna. Okay, this is the lesson of the day. Love you, Lord. Love you. Love us too. Love you.